Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to leave before sunrise, coffee cold beside the sink. You still be half asleep asking, will you be home tonight? I always said, I'm doing this for us, baby. Like working late could somehow replace actually being there. I thought love meant building a future, so I kept chasing bigger paychecks while you were quietly drowning inside the present without me. I was too busy trying to give you a better life that I forgot to give you my time, buying dreams for tomorrow while you cried alone tonight. And by the time I looked up from my ambitions, you were already emotionally gone. Funny how some people lose love, not from failure, but from absence. You started eating dinner without me, started sleeping before I got home. Your laugh slowly disappeared from the apartment we once loved. I noticed too late the flowers didn't fix the loneliness, and expensive gifts can't hold somebody the way attention can. Success sounds beautiful in conversations until you realize it wasn't beside you the moment you finally achieved it. Now the money's finally good, the apartment's bigger than we dreamed, but every room it goes differently without your voice inside it. 'Cause I spent years building a future, thinking love would patiently wait, never realizing you needed me in the present. Late night vulnerability. You found me in the wreckage, heart half buried underground. I wasn't looking for forever, I was just trying not to drown. You knew all the broken pieces, all the damage I concealed, and somehow your arms became the safest place to heal. Melody rises softly, I was learning how to trust again. You were already halfway gone. You came when I was hurting, stayed while I was numb, held my hand through all the darkness until I saw the sun. But right when my walls came down, right when my heart was yours, you left when I finally fell. And I don't know hidden scars stayed through all my nightmares. When healing felt too hard, I thought we were becoming something neither of us planned. But every promise I was building turned to water in my hands. Funny how the person who taught me love again became another reason to fear it. You came when I was hurting, when I had nothing left to give. Taught my heart to beat again. Taught me how to live. Oh, but right when I stopped running, but right when I let you in, you became another goodbye I never saw coming. The timing felt so perfect until it wasn't. Maybe you never meant to stay. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe I was a chapter in a story that was never mine. But if leaving was always the plan, why teach my heart how to love again? Came when I was hurting, like rain after a drought, like hope returning to a house long abandoned. And for a moment I believed you were the answer to every prayer. But right when I finally loved you, you disappeared into the distance, leaving me with everything I felt and nowhere to put it. You found me broken and left me healing alone. 8:15 every morning sharp, same little cafe by the subway stop. You sat by the window with your headphones on, writing secrets inside that notebook. Caramel latte, oversized coat, rainy day playlist wrapped around your soul. While Manhattan rushed outside the glass, you looked untouched by any of it. I learned your habits without knowing your name, the songs you hummed, the way you crossed your legs. Funny how someone can become important without ever speaking once. You were my coffee shop girl, the reason mornings felt less cold. For 2 whole years I watched from a distance, too scared to say hello. Then one Monday your chair stayed empty, no notebook, no headphones, no smile. And suddenly that little cafe didn't feel like home anymore. The barista asked, still waiting for someone. With a grin I just laughed and looked away, like I hadn't built entire dreams around you. Maybe you moved to another city, maybe you finally found somebody else, or maybe I just waited too long to become part of your world. Now every stranger sitting by that window feels wrong somehow, 'cause some people leave quietly without even knowing they were loved. You were my coffee shop girl, a love story that never really started. At 1 a.m. my phone lights up again. Your name appears inside the dark. I stare at it before I answer, but you hang up too fast. Ever since we broke apart, you only call when alcohol weakened your heart, then disappear like nothing happened, leaving me awake till morning comes. I kept believing somewhere in your heart there was still a place for me. So every missed call felt like another piece of hope. Those missed calls at 1 a.m. were the only thing keeping me here. I thought you still couldn't let me go. That's why you searched for me when drunk, until one night I called you back and your phone never answered again. That was the first time I realized you were finally trying to forget me. Since that night my phone stays silent. No more heavy breathing on the other side. I scroll through our call history and see how long I waited for someone hopeless. Some people only miss you when they're lonely, then sober up and learn to let go. But people like me need forever to get used to silence. The saddest thing is watching someone who once couldn't sleep without you eventually stop looking for you at all. Not because love disappeared overnight, but because they practiced forgetting long enough. Those missed calls at 1 a.m. made me think I still mattered. Now the silence feels so cold, like our love never even existed. If I had answered faster that night, would things have changed somehow? Or did the ending already begin the moment you learned to live without me? I saw you standing by the champagne table, white lights falling softly on your hair. Same eyes that used to know me better, now looking at me like a stranger, trying to be polite. It's been years since we burned down all the dreams we built together. Funny how time changes everything, except the way my heart reacts to you. Then the band started playing that old song from my 20s, and suddenly the whole room disappeared, except you and me. So we had one last dance, like the nights before everything fell apart. Your hands still fit perfectly in mine, and that almost broke me again. Then you smiled and whispered softly, I'm happy now. And all I could do was nod while my chest felt like it caved in. You talked about your new apartment, your golden retriever and peaceful life. I pretended I was doing good too, like people do when the truth still hurts. But every spin beneath those wedding lights felt like stepping back through time, back to kitchen dances at midnight, before love became something we lost. Nobody tells you the hardest goodbye is seeing someone you still love become happy without you. So the song ended way too soon, and you slowly let go of my hand, like maybe this was life reminding us some stories only belong to the past. You walked back toward your future, and I stayed frozen in that moment, smiling like a man who healed while silently breaking all over again. Yeah. Every Thursday after midnight, she'd sit alone by the window seat, a glass of red wine in her hand, lost somewhere between the music and the city. The band would play old jazz standards, the saxophone would fill the room, and she'd write something in a little notebook, like she was trying to save a memory. I never knew her story, but somehow I looked for her every night. She was the girl at the jazz bar, the one beneath the amber lights, a stranger who felt familiar without ever saying a word. And now that corner table's empty, the music doesn't sound the same. Funny how someone can leave a mark on your heart without you even knowing their name. For months I rehearsed introductions, different versions in my head. Can I sit here? What's your favorite song? But courage always arrived too late, and another night would slip away while she stared out at the rainy streets, and I watched from across the room. I thought there would always be tomorrow, until there wasn't. She was the girl at the jazz bar, the reason I stopped by every week, the reason lonely nights felt lighter in a city full of strangers. Now the chair remains untouched, the bartender says she stopped coming around, and suddenly this place feels bigger than it ever did before. Maybe she moved away, maybe she found someone to love, or maybe she's sitting in another city being somebody else's mystery. She was the girl at the jazz bar, a chapter that never got written, a song that never found its lyrics, a name I never learned. And years from now, I'll probably still wonder what would have happened if I'd walked over just once. The saxophone keeps playing, but she's not here tonight. The ocean looked like gold that summer. California skies never seemed so blue. We spent our days chasing sunsets, like time would always wait for us. Windows down on the highway, your feet up on the dashboard, singing songs we barely knew the words to, laughing like we never grow apart. Back then forever felt so easy. Back then goodbye wasn't real. It was the last summer we had, the last summer you were mine. Every photograph still feels alive, frozen somewhere in time. We didn't know we were making memories, we thought we were making plans. Funny how the happiest season of my life became the hardest one to remember. September arrived without warning, the air got colder, so did we. Small conversations turned into silence, and silence became the ending. There wasn't a big explosion, no dramatic goodbye scene, just two people slowly drifting away, like tides pulling back from the shore. If I had known those days were numbered, I would have held them a little longer. It was the last summer we had, the last chapter before goodbye, the last time your hand fit perfectly inside of mine. And now every year when June comes back, I feel it all over again. The sunlight, the laughter, the heartbreak, waiting at the end. Sometimes I revisit old videos, hear your voice through tiny speakers, and for a moment you're still here, we're still young. And September hasn't happened yet. It was the last summer we had, but somehow it never really ended. A part of me still lives there, on those warm July nights where love felt endless, and neither of us knew. We were running out of time. Now summer comes every year, but it never feels the same. I met you when I was only 20, still young enough to believe every promise. You said, wait until I'm stable, then we'll build a home together. So I placed my youth inside your future, ignored everyone else because I thought you were the one. While my friends were walking down the aisle, I kept learning how to understand your delays. I thought loving someone meant surviving hard times together. I never knew some people only want you to stay, not to marry you. I waited through nights I ask myself, were you careless or was I just too patient? I believed if I loved hard enough, you would finally choose forever with me. But someone who truly wants to marry you would never make you wait that long. Someone afraid of losing you would never let your youth disappear in uncertainty. Women aren't afraid of starting over late. They're afraid of wasting their best years on the wrong person, and one day realizing time was the thing they lost the most. I trusted you more than I trusted myself. Believed in a home that never existed. Believed in a ring that lived only in words. Believed love alone could hold two hearts together. If I could go back to 20 again, I'd probably still fall for you. But one thing would change: I wouldn't wait that long anymore. Five years chasing city lights, sleeping less, working every night, telling myself it'd all be worth it if I could make our future right. You waited through the long weekends, the missed calls and canceled plans, while I kept building my tomorrow and forgetting to hold your hand. I thought love would understand if I just came back successful. Now I got everything I wanted: the penthouse view, the money, the name. But none of it feels like winning when you're not here to celebrate. The first person I wanted to call was the one I already lost. Funny how I pay for my dreams with something they can never buy back. I got everything, everything but you. Tonight my picture's on a billboard, downtown shining in the rain. Everybody thinks I'm living the life I always said I'd chase, but they don't know I still have your number buried somewhere in my phone. And every achievement feels a little smaller when you celebrate it alone. The city finally knows my name, but the one that mattered doesn't. Now I got everything I wanted: the penthouse view, the money, the fame. But none of it sounds as beautiful as hearing you say you're proud of me. The first person I wanted to call was the one I pushed away. Funny how success arrived exactly when you stopped waiting. Maybe love isn't something you postpone until life becomes convenient. Maybe some people are the reward and not the obstacle. So tonight the skyline looks amazing. The dream is finally real. But every light across this city only reminds me what it cost. I reached the top of everything and found nobody standing there. memories of you. Yeah. Midnight hit and my phone lit up. Messages flooding one after another. Friends, family, old classmates, even people I barely know. Happy birthday, man. Hope you have a great year. Heart emojis, balloon celebration. Everything looked perfect on the screen, but there was one name I kept looking for. 100 messages came through tonight, but not the one I wanted. 100 people remembered my birthday, but somehow I still felt alone, because the only voice I wanted to hear never called. And the silence from you was louder than every notification. I told myself it didn't matter, that you moved on, that birthdays are just another day. But every few minutes I unlock my phone again, searching for something that wasn't there, like a fool hoping the ending might change. Funny how one missing message can ruin an entire celebration. 100 messages came through tonight, yet none of them felt like yours. Nobody knew that behind every smile in the photos, I was waiting for someone who wasn't coming. Maybe you forgot, maybe you remembered and chose not to text. Maybe you stared at my name the same way I stared at yours, and decided silence was kinder. 100 messages came through tonight, and they all meant something, but yours would have meant everything. Now the candles have burned out, the party's over, and I'm still here, waiting for a notification that isn't coming. That isn't coming, that isn't coming. 12:01 a.m. My birthday is over, and so is the hope that you'd remember. Back then I thought love was easy, just show up and it'll stay. I didn't know the little things mattered, the text, the listening, the words you needed me to say. You asked for my attention, I gave you my excuses. You asked for my time, I gave you tomorrow, never realizing tomorrow was running out. I thought you'd always be there, and that was my biggest mistake. I learned how to love you right after I lost you. Funny how life teaches lessons when there's nobody left to practice on. Now I know how to communicate, how to stay when things get hard. But all this growth came too late, because the person who taught me is already gone. Now I notice every detail, the things I used to ignore. I know how important reassurance is. I know silence can hurt. I know I'm fine doesn't always mean fine, and leave me alone sometimes means please stay. But wisdom arrived after the goodbye. Some people become teachers without ever meaning to. I learned how to love you the moment I couldn't anymore. Now every relationship after you, it's a better version of me. And sometimes that feels unfair, because you deserve this version first. If I can meet you again just for 5 minutes, I'd probably spend all 5 saying thank you and sorry. I learned how to love because I lost you. I learned patience because I wasn't patient enough. I learned how to stay because I watched you leave. And every lesson I carry now has your name written on it. You were the heartbreak that turned me into a man. You said my love was beautiful, but beautiful could still be loud. We burned so bright we lit the sky, then watched the ashes drift around. You were tired of fixing storms, I was addicted to the rain. You didn't stop loving me, you just stopped loving the pain. You looked at me with tears that smiled, and chose yourself for the first time. You chose peace over me, and I can't call that wrong. Some hearts need quiet more than they need a love song. I was your fire, you needed the sea, so you let go to finally breathe. I still miss you, but now I see. Sometimes love means setting someone free. The apartment echoes differently with without our chaos in the halls. No broken plates, no sleepless nights, just silence covering the walls. I blame the world, I blame the time, until I face the hardest truth. You weren't running from my heart, you were running back to you. If loving me cost you yourself, then losing you was the only mercy left. I'll carry the hurt, you carry the light. Maybe we both survive this goodbye. You chose peace over me, over promises and dreams. I finally understand, love isn't always what it seems. If you're smiling now, that's enough for me, even if that smile no longer belongs to me. I'll remember you, not as the one who left, but as the one who found herself. Sleep well. Without the war, I hope your heart has finally made it home. My phone lit up at 2 a.m., a name I hadn't seen in years. For a second I just froze, like time got caught between memories. Outside the city we're still awake, neon reflections on my floor. I stared at your name ringing again, wondering what you were calling for. I used to know your voice by heart, now I wasn't sure what I'd hear. It was a 2 a.m. call from the ghost I used to love. Years disappeared in a single vibration, coming through my phone. And when I finally answered, all we shared was silence. 'Cause sometimes the hardest conversation is between two people who still remember everything. You laughed nervously first, said, sorry I couldn't sleep tonight. I said, yeah, me neither, like strangers trying to sound alright. So much had changed since then, new jobs, new cities, different lives. But somehow neither one of us mentioned the reason we were really there. Maybe we weren't calling for closure, maybe we just missed being known. It was a 2 a.m. call from the girl who knew my soul, the one who memorized my dreams before the world grew cold. And every pause between our words said more than sentences could, because some people leave your life but never leave your heart. For a moment it felt familiar, we were 22 again, talking until the sunrise, believing love could survive anything. But reality always returns, and so does the distance. So after 30 quiet minutes, we said goodbye one more time. Not because we wanted to, but because that's what time had done. The light went dead, the room felt empty. always standing by, ready whenever you needed time, waiting through your doubts and fears, believing someday I'd be first. You kept one foot out the door, like you were searching for something more. And every time I thought you'd stay, you found another reason to walk away. Maybe I loved you too completely, maybe I made it look too easy, because you never seemed afraid of losing me. You always left before I could become the one you chose for good. I was the comfort, not the answer, the place you stopped, not where you'd anchor. And every goodbye felt the same, like I was standing in the rain, watching someone I love decide I wasn't worth the final fight. I was never the last choice in your heart. You came back more than once before, with tired eyes and old regrets. And every time I opened up, like we hadn't reached the end, but something deep inside me knew you were only passing through. 'Cause people protect what they can't lose, and you never protected me. I kept confusing your return with finally being chosen, but temporary love still leaves permanent wounds. You always left before I could become the one you chose for good. I was the comfort, not the answer, the place you stopped, not where you'd anchor. And every goodbye felt the same, like I was standing in the rain, watching someone I love decide I wasn't worth the final fight. I was never the last choice in your heart. The hardest truth I ever learned wasn't that you walked away, it was realizing from the start you never planned to stay. I was the chapter after heartbreak, the shelter from the storm. But when the skies became clear again, you kept moving on. You always left before I could hear you say I was in love, before forever had a chance to become more than us. Now I understand at last why every ending hurt this way. I wasn't losing something certain, I was losing hope you'd change. And maybe love isn't waiting for someone to finally choose you. Maybe love is finding someone who never has to. Maybe love is finding someone, because when it's real, you don't have to compete, you don't have to convince, you don't have to stay available. You'll simply be the one they can't imagine leaving. 2026 American R&B soul ballad, emotional roads, piano progression, deep cinematic bass movement, minimal trap inspired drums, atmospheric synth textures, soulful male vocal with vulnerable falsetto, layered gospel style, harmonies in the final chorus. Never chosen, not this time. I waited, you let go. Should've known. Goodbye. Echoes fade into distant rain and silence. time we say it's over, we disappear for a while. New numbers, new distractions, new reasons to move on with life. Then one lonely Friday evening, one message breaks the silence again. A simple "how have you been?" and we're right back where we've always been. It's like we know the distance will never last too long. Sooner or later one of us finds the way back home. We always find our way back when the nights get hard to face, when the world feels cold and empty. We reach for the familiar place. Maybe we're not forever, maybe we're not meant to stay, but every road we take apart still leads us back someday. We always find our way back. I've seen you with somebody else, you've seen me trying to move on too, but somehow every ending leaves unfinished parts of you. And every time life falls apart, our dreams don't go as planned. We're dialing old numbers, only we still understand. Maybe it's comfort, maybe it's love, maybe we're two lost souls who never let go enough. We always find our way back when the nights get hard to face, when the world feels cold and empty. We reach for the familiar place. Maybe we're not forever, maybe we're not meant to stay, but every road we take apart still leads us back someday. We always find our way back. The strange thing is, neither of us asked why. We just open the door again and let the years go by, like some invisible thread refuses to break in two. No matter how far we wander, it keeps pulling me to you. We always find our way back through the silence and the time, through different cities, different lives. Maybe one day we'll stop returning, maybe one day we'll finally leave, but tonight we're still the people neither of us can completely lose. Not lovers, not strangers, not quite goodbye, just two hearts that always find their way back. Ooh. Do-do-do-do. Come back again. Still you, not goodbye. Find my way back to you every time. Soft midnight ambience and distant city lights fade into silence.